Hi, my name is John, and I'm an addict in recovery. And today, I just, March 11, 1989 was my clean date, and I just came up, on 26 years, 7 days ago, and 26 years of being clean. And I kind of want to share a little bit about that, and with you people on YouTube, and people on Facebook and Twitter and stuff, and I like when I first got, when I first came into my first meeting and stuff, like I didn't, like I hadn't, like I wasn't thinking that I was gonna be here 26 years later, and so much has happened in these, 26 years, and I mean, I've come such a long way, like from the person that I used to be to the person that I am today, and I'm still not complete, and things ain't, I mean, I'm not rich, and I don't have like the $1 million house or nothing like that, but like I got a roof over my head, like I have food in my refrigerator, I have a daughter that I raised, and I have my, my car and driver's license and ID, something that I didn't have when I was using, because I mean, when somebody asked me for my ID, it was the meal ticket from the shelter that I used to live in. That was my ID, and that's a big deal today. Like I have an ID, like with my name on it, not somebody else's name on it, and I have like credit cards with my name on it, and I have so much, to be grateful for, and just so much of myself, and so many things that like I was unaware of that I didn't have before, that I have today, and I have some friends, people that I've known for years, something that I wasn't able to do before either, like even when I was, like even, like my whole life wasn't always, like I was just using, man, I lived, my young life and everything, but it was the quality of life that I had back then that that I wasn't aware of, and the way that I used to think, and how um, you know how destructive I was in the way I was living, and what recovery has changed in my life, and the way it has changed me to think differently. I mean, I was a person that most of the time was living a life that because of the way I was raised, that I was living illegally, and doing things that weren't right, and today, like I can't even, like I can't even, like I don't even, want to do anything like that. I don't want to do anything, to break the law or to, cut corners, anything like that, because I find it that I have more peace of mind, and that I like to be free, and the freedom that I have, like I mean, you know like I what I learned about freedom is like you can do anything that you want to do, you can do just about anything that you really want to do. Like I mean, you can I mean, you can just do anything. You can go hang out with hookers, you can hang out with doing illegal stuff, you can you can break as many laws as you can, like you can walk the line, like be more or less breaking the law but not breaking the law, and you can party, you can dance, you can, I mean, you can do anything you want to do. But what I've learned is that everything comes with a price, like whatever you do, it comes with a price. Like no matter, like you can be a shoplifter, that could be the living that you have. You could be a person who deals with stolen credit cards or whatever, and that be your life and stuff. But that all comes with a price. It comes with the price of not having peace of mind. That comes with the price of always having to worry about who's following you, or somebody catching you, or somebody stealing from you, or robbing you, or cheating you, or whatever. Because like even when you're dealing, or when you're trying to make money, like in the black market or whatever, like you always have to worry about somebody robbing you and stuff, and you don't have the protection of the police, and you don't have the protection, like when you're doing things right, you have you have protection, you have like, yeah, so like what, there's so much freedom, a peace of mind, like I think that's really what it comes down to, is the serenity and the peace of mind that I have today, that that um that I end up feeling like, my goodness, so much gratitude, and so much being able to be free, and not having to like worry about like you know working my ass off to go get high, and the funny thing about it is that like that feeling that I try to get, when I was trying to get high, like I have that feeling naturally, like I have this feeling that's more overwhelming and more feeling better than anything else, and yeah, my life isn't complete. I don't have the girlfriend, and I don't have, I'm still missing the girl, like I still don't have a wife, or you know you know that significant other is, considering that that's what people say is significant other, but that significant other should be you. But and it's not that I'm incomplete by myself. It's that I am complete, and I want to share that with somebody else, and I want to be able to share like my life with somebody else, that feels the same way that I feel, and be able to walk down the street, hands in hands with somebody, holding hands, and just being happy with somebody else, and sharing that happiness that I feel with me, you know, and I believe that we all need to have a significant other, or like someone that means something to you. And I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of girlfriends that mean a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? But they're not my girlfriend. They're not my boo. And the one that I want to be with all the time, hang out with, that I want to like make love to, like, and all those things that couples do and shit, so like it's been 26 years, and I've gone through losing jobs, and being with a girl, and not being with a girl, and having a wife, and not having a wife, and having children, and raising kids, and just so much that I have done in the last 26 years, and and there's things that I still miss, like I still don't have like my two sons in my life, and you know um I that's something that makes me sad sometimes to even think about it. But but there's so much that I do have. I have my daughter, and she's in my life, and like she's turned out to be really an inspiration, and like I can't fathom, and I have my family, and I have family that that love me and that want me in their life today, and all the things that I have, you know and I just can't begin to tell you like how overwhelming it is, and it's not like I said, it's not like like I'm broke today, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have any money, and like I'm like I don't have the great job, and like, but like I have this feeling within myself, my heart is content. I'm filled with gratitude. I'm filled with peace of mind. I'm filled with spirit. And, I have a relationship, with the God of my understanding, and I realize he's in my life and that he's working and that what he has never given up on me, and that he continues to look out for me even when I do things wrong, even when and I don't work a perfect recovery, like yeah, like I want to say yeah I work a perfect program because I got 26 years, but I don't always do everything right. Like there's things that I be, like, I just don't do everything right. So, I want y'all to know that, 26 years is a big deal, and I got it from, every day making that decision not to use no matter what. And I've learned a lot of things, throughout the years. I've had to like reevaluate a lot of things. And one of the things that I hold on to dearest in the program is a line from the basic text that says, "Everything that I know about the truth is subject to revision, especially what I know about the truth." Well, actually, um, everything that I know is subject to revision. It doesn't say the truth, but it says especially when I know about the truth. But um you know this is a big deal, what I'm saying. Like I had to like change a lot of times, and one of the other things that I also hold on to, that you might, is that when I know better I'll do better, and like a lot of times, I just did what I could. I just did what I knew how to do right there and then, because that's all I know how to do, until I learned something different. And when I learned something different, then I started to do it differently. And the good thing about recovery is that it allows you to do that. That it allows you to change. It allows you to continue to change, how you do things, from one day to the next. Like yesterday, like there are a lot of things that I don't do today that I used to do, back in the days in the first 2 or 3 years of recovery, that I did, that I'm not capable of doing today. That it doesn't work for me today. So I'm so grateful. I can't begin to tell you guys how much these 26 years, you know what it means, and like how possible it was, like I mean it's a quarter of a century, a quarter and a year of a century. It's a quarter of a century plus a year, and like if you think you can't do it, you can do it. Like I'm not a rocket scientist, man. And you know I'm not always the smartest person in the world, but you know what, man, like this program has taught me, to hold on. It taught me, to look, it even taught me, like to be proud of who I am and the person that I am, and to be proud of my nationality, and to be proud of where I came from, like all those things that I wasn't before I came here. Like, and you know um you know I just want to thank everyone that had something to do with this, and everybody that was there for me and that continues to be there for me, and all the people that I love, today. And I love you, and I want to say I love you to my daughter too, because she has been an inspiration. And I'm so grateful for and to my two sons. Like they're an inspiration too. Even though they're not in my life, I have been able to keep track and being able to see, how they come along. And they've been an inspiration too. But I wouldn't have been able to see none of that had I not held on, had I not stuck it out, had I not continued to keep coming back. And and here I am. Like I'm you know, I got an associate's degree in drug and alcohol counseling, and like I didn't think that I was gonna be able to go back to school, and get an education, and oh my goodness, like after so many years, like being old and stuff, and not thinking that that maybe I was too old to learn, but you know what, I wasn't, and you know I can't begin to tell you guys, and I wanted to share this, with you guys, and I'm so grateful, and like I said, to all those people, you know, that were there, and that are there, and that that are still coming, keep coming back, keep keep not using. keep saying, look, keep making that commitment every day, and keep waking up in the morning and saying, look, no matter what, I'm not going to use today. That's what it takes to make a decision, a daily decision, continuously, a daily decision to continue to work this program. There's a slogan that says, he who fails to remember is doomed to repeat. And I used to think that, that if I forgot my last high, that, that's what that meant, that slogan meant, that if I forgot my last high, that I would, that I would repeat, and I haven't forgotten my last high, but that's not, how I use that slogan today. Today I use that slogan. I says, he who fails to remember to work the steps of this program, you know, is doomed to repeat. Doomed to repeat. The dereliction and the agony and the misery and all the shit that has that we came in here, that we come in here with, that I came in here with, and all the low self-esteem, and the terrible person that I had become, as a result of using, of going out there and not caring about myself. But I'm so grateful, for the way that this program, has, become, like, and that's what you need to do. You need to, like, practice the program. It's the program that makes everything possible, not, like, not your ideas, or not, things that you think that, like, because there's no shortcuts. The shortcut is to work the program, to practice these steps, to write them out, to work them with a sponsor, to make meetings, and to do service, because service is just as much a part of this program as anything else. And I'm so grateful, and I'm so grateful for so many things, and I can't begin to tell you. I mean, I could probably fill a couple of hours of how much, has been done in my well, actually more than that, probably days and shit. But anyway, if nobody told you they love you today, I love you, and keep coming back. I love you, and my higher power loves you too, and keep coming back, and you know, and uh, and thank you for giving me 26 years. Thank you so much. Thank you for being there. Thank you for keeping doors open. Thank you for continuing to tell me that it was worth it. Continuing to tell me to hold on. Continuing to tell me, to do whatever it takes. Continuing to tell me to be a part of the No Matter What Club. And thank you so much.